Did you know that Saint Joseph never actually speaks in the Bible? Not a single word of his is recorded in any of the Gospels, making him a truly silent figure in the story of Jesus. That's right, there are no recorded words of his, yet his presence is felt in every scene where he appears, guiding and protecting his family with quiet determination. But his silence speaks volumes about his strength and character. Joseph's actions, rather than his words, reveal a deep faith and unwavering commitment. He shows us that sometimes the most powerful actions are done quietly, with humility and love. Joseph worked hard as a carpenter, providing for Mary and Jesus, and teaching by example. Saint Joseph is incredibly important in the Christian faith. He is honored as the patron saint of fathers, workers, and families, and is celebrated around the world. He was the husband of Mary, and the earthly father of Jesus, playing a vital role in the Holy Family's life and journey. Though not Jesus' biological father, Joseph loved and raised Jesus as his own son. He accepted this responsibility with courage and compassion. He protected and cared for his family, leading them safely through difficult times, such as their flight into Egypt to escape danger. From Joseph we learn about dedication, trust in God, and the importance of family. His faithfulness inspires us to put our loved ones first. He teaches us that being a father isn't just about biology, it's about love, care, and commitment. Joseph's example reminds us that true fatherhood is shown through selfless actions. His story reminds us that true strength lies in humility and quiet service to others. In a world full of noise, Joseph's silent strength continues to inspire us all. Imagine being in Joseph's sandals, living in a small, close-knit village where everyone knows your name and your story. Mary, his betrothed, was expecting a child, but it wasn't his. The news must have felt like a heavy weight on his heart, filling him with questions and uncertainty. This was a confusing and challenging situation, one that could have brought shame and doubt not just to Joseph, but to Mary and their families as well. How could this be possible? How could he move forward when everything seemed so uncertain? Joseph, a righteous man, could have ended their engagement quietly, sparing himself public embarrassment. The law allowed it, even encouraged it. In fact, most people would have expected him to walk away, but an angel appeared to Joseph in a dream, bringing a message that would change everything. "Do not be afraid to take Mary home as your wife," the angel said, offering reassurance in the midst of Joseph's turmoil. What is conceived in her is from the Holy Spirit. This was a divine mystery, something far beyond ordinary explanation. This message must have been shocking, even frightening, shaking the very foundation of what Joseph thought he knew. Yet Joseph responded with remarkable faith, choosing to trust rather than give in to fear. He trusted God's plan, even though it was beyond human understanding, and accepted his role in this extraordinary story. He chose to believe, to obey, and to protect his family, becoming a true pillar of faith and trust for generations to come. Joseph's journey wasn't easy. He faced many hardships. He had to travel to Bethlehem for the census, a long and tiring journey, especially with Mary so close to giving birth. They couldn't find a proper place to stay, and ended up in a humble stable. Then there was the threat from King Herod, who felt his power threatened by the news of Jesus' birth. Joseph had to flee with his family to Egypt, a foreign land, to keep Jesus safe. Through it all, Joseph remained steadfast. He put his family's safety and well-being above his own. He showed incredible courage and resilience in the face of danger and uncertainty. Joseph, the humble carpenter, teaches us about true strength, not through grand gestures or mighty deeds, but through quiet perseverance and steadfast devotion. He didn't have a powerful position or great wealth, but he possessed something far greater: unwavering faith and a heart full of love. In his daily life, Joseph showed that greatness is found in the ordinary moments, in the way we care for our families and honor our responsibilities. He teaches us that it's okay to have doubts and fears, but we should always seek guidance from God. Joseph's quiet prayers and trust in God's plan remind us that we are never alone, even in our uncertainty. He shows us that true courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act, even when we are afraid. Joseph's courage was found in his actions, protecting his family, working hard, and following God's call, no matter the cost. Most importantly, Joseph's life reminds us that God entrusts us with important tasks, just as he entrusted Joseph with the care of Jesus. Each of us is called to serve in our own way, to nurture and protect those around us. We may not always understand God's plan, but we can choose to trust him, to obey his will, and to serve others with love and humility. In every act of kindness, We reflect Joseph's spirit and bring hope to the world. Think about Saint Joseph today. Let his example inspire you to face your own challenges with patience and faith. What does his quiet strength mean to you? How can you embody his virtues in your daily actions and choices? How can you live with more faith, commitment, and humility in your own life? Let Joseph's story encourage you to walk your path with courage and love.